Hello, YouTube, internet, people. Tiny little people in my phone. Tiny little people in my phone. Yes, high five. Yes, high five. High five. Yes, Simba. Now I have to give you a treat, I guess. Now I have to give you a treat. A treat. Where are the treats? I didn't think this through. Wait a second. Here you go. That makes sense. Just like start filming and then leave the room. I don't really have anything substantial or like to say, I think, because I am currently using every last single one of my brain cells on my thesis. But that still doesn't keep me from, I don't know, doing this, rambling into my phone. To be honest, this is not even close to the first time that I'm trying this today, but all of the other times I was interrupted and I was filming in like vertical mode and I was just, I don't know, it broke my brain thinking about having to stitch different videos together. Yeah, but I did come on here. I don't know. I guess I just wanted to to talk about how proud I am of myself for, I don't know, being an adult. Arguably, I'm an adult without doing anything. But you know what I mean, like doing laundry and everything. So for the last, I mean, especially last week, I just had my head completely buried in books. Not really books, because I feel like about 0.5% of all of my literary sources I'm using in my thesis are digital files, which anyway, what do I even, so yeah, I mean, I always struggle with maintaining household chores and just like, you know, like, but I don't know, last week it felt particularly frustrating because I feel like, it felt like I was doing household chorey stuff almost every single day, and not and it felt like everything was just getting dirtier and dirtier. Or I don't know, it's just, I didn't feel like I was like, it didn't make any sense because I was barely spending any time at home. I also like really, I just like, couldn't really be bothered, or like didn't have the energy, the time, the wherewithal to cook proper food, so that also meant less cleanup. But I don't know, maybe it was just like over the last couple of weeks of like constantly like going to the library and just using all of my unstructured free time, or like unstructured time to go to the library and work on my thesis just meant that like more stuff than usual got um like left. This is riveting stuff to listen to. Um but I don't know, who knows? Who knows? Maybe someone's watching this and feels less alone about being an adult who cannot seem to, I don't know. I also I don't want to like make this like a moral thing, or like a, there's nothing, when I talk about keeping my house or like my apartment clean and doing household chores and keeping up with that, and not doing it in the ways that I would like to, I am not referring to some sort of external standard, or like some kind of, I don't know, like that says something about my morality, um, because I've like, first of all, that's bullshit, and second of all, I've given up on that a very long time ago, or not maybe not that long ago, but when I talk about like keeping up, maintaining my chores and like household stuff, and doing it in a way that maybe, yeah, like I'm talking about my own, like I'm talking about it as kind of like my apartment as an extension of my physical body, as in like I need to take care of my body, of my physical body, as well as like all of the other parts. But like I think of my space as kind of like an extension of my physical body. I think like you have to, you have to clean your teeth, and you have to shower, and you have to sleep and eat, and you know, um, and go outside and move, and shit. And I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like my apartment is kind of an extension of that, just like this, just constant, continuous upkeep, um, like that just is a part of life, like, um, and and the standard is my own well-being, like what, like kind of this, the standard that I aspire to, standard of cleanliness or tidiness that I aspire to keep my apartment in, is calibrated to my own personal needs, and not what, I don't know, I think makes me a good adult or whatever. Which, I don't know, I could also just talk about it that way, but language and meaning making, and anyway, I really, especially, I don't know, I just like, I, there's so much going on in the world, in my head, everywhere. There's just so much chaos all of the time, and also like with, I being in this space, having this apartment, and like being able to afford renting this apartment, and like, I don't know, I'm just, this space just means so much to me, and it gives me so much joy to exist in a space that is like beautiful and like aesthetically pleasing, and that I had like this part, like so much of the stuff on my walls, like most of the art on my walls, is stuff that I made. And like, and like I made all of these decisions, you know, like I chose to get this cute like commode. Is it a commode? I don't know. And then there's also this like tarot poster that I got from a friend for my birthday, and then all of these pillows, and then there's my yoga mat. I got a new yoga mat. I'm honestly like, it's a like it's the first time I have like it's okay. It's the first time in I don't know how many years. So I've been doing yoga for, I don't know, I guess 4.5 years, and in the very beginning I had like some just kind of like a gymnastics mat. I don't know, just like wasn't. And then like I got a really cheap yoga mat, that is kind of like some sort of foamy material, so you can't really clean it properly, and also there are like scratch marks in there, and yeah, anyway. And it's not like I only had this one yoga mat, but like I only had like one proper yoga mat. So the ones that I just talked about are not the ones that I've been using, but the one that I have been using is this marbly, like it's like this blue, white, grayish, marbled, like that's the pattern. I don't know, and I love it. It's beautiful, but it's also like gets, especially if I leave it out, if I leave my yoga mat just like on the floor, which I usually I leave anything out lying out, like. And with the yoga mat, I feel like it even makes sense to just like leave it out just so I can hop on it anytime. But I just leave all kinds of other stuff lying around on the floor everywhere. So why would it be different with my yoga mat? But because it is this white, gray, bluish color, it gets dirty very quickly and just like looks gross. When I have to clean it, it takes a really long time to dry, and in the time that it takes me to clean the mat and for it to dry, I would have always I always had to use like this old, gross, crunchy mat. So I've been thinking about getting a second good yoga mat for at least a year. And I finally got a new yoga mat, and it's black. So, yeah, it's black. It's it's this like kind of non-slip, or this like slightly sticky material, and it's also I don't know what the material is, but it's not, there's not no fabric there, so it's like it's a very easy clean. It's, on the other hand, a lot of stuff sticks to it, like I don't know, and like it's black, so, and my dog has like light fur, so can like every morning I just vacuum off his fur, and then there's all of these paw prints, and I don't know. I don't even know what I was trying to say. But yeah, I just my apartment is not that big. Like it's just, I have this room here, which is my living slash bedroom, and then I have a kitchen that fits a small table, and it like my kitchen, like my I love my apartment so much, but like there's not that much storage space. And like it just it doesn't take very long for things to pile up in a way that like it kind of gets like logistically difficult to, navigate the space and still not feel like everything's, I don't know, you know? So, especially like right now when I'm really just, I don't know, trying to like and I don't know, I'm just like I'm trying to take care of myself, you know? I'm just trying to do all the things that make me feel good and maintaining kind of a tidy, somewhat tidy. Like other people would probably not call my apartment tidy, because there's always just like stuff lying around. But maintaining my level of tidiness just sort of looks pretty, and I don't know. I don't even know what I'm. I guess. I guess. I just had a thought, like thinking about like whether today was some sort of Venus transit, but I don't think so. I think Mercury just stationed direct today. Anyway, today was a day where I took care of a lot of these appearance thingies. Like, so I got up and after going for a walk with Willy, I did like a very short yoga video, and then I managed to finally bleach my roots. I don't know what I was thinking choosing. I mean, it's still like a very low effort hairstyle, but it's still like having to kind of like maintain or like I don't know, redo or like re bleach or whatever my hair every couple of weeks. I don't know why I chose to do that while I'm on a deadline, finishing my BA thesis, but I did. And for the last week or so, I kind of looked like I was trying to, like, I don't know, not a hedgehog, but like, I just looked funky. um, and it was just not making me feel that great, you know? And same goes for my apartment. Like I put so much effort into this looking nice. It makes me feel good. It like just, I don't know, just like things to look nice in my own way. Um, so I did a lot of that today. Like I bleached my hair and I still left the house to go to the library probably the earliest I've ever managed to do that. Like it was, I think, only like 11:15 or something. And then I spent all day all afternoon at the library. Then I got home and I had my embodied astrology somatic space. And then I went to my like work team counseling thing. I really need to figure out what that's called in English. In German, it's Supervision. It's not. I don't think it's supervision in um, in English. Anyway, and then I got home, and I actually I took out a bunch of trash. I did laundry, and I actually also hung up all of the laundry. I didn't think I texted my friend earlier already being proud, hey, I want to share this achievement of mine. I cooked myself some, I also cooked myself some food. I cooked myself some actual food. I have been making some very questionable, I mean, I don't know, it was food, right? But I first of all, I just hadn't I haven't been doing a very good job feeding myself in the last couple of days because 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 it's so much work and like time and like huh you know yeah, so I even hung up the clothes to dry on the drying rack, which I didn't think I was gonna do. Um, but yeah, and now I talked for 20 minutes, and I still, I thought that I was gonna like roll myself a joint, and while doing that, just talk into the camera for 5 minutes, and then call it a day. But that's not what I did. It's never what I do. But I mean, not never, but not usually. Okay. Um, I don't know if I should leave it like this. You know what? I'm just gonna try. I'm gonna try and actually focus on on crafting this little evening routine. Do we think I can do this while talking into my phone? I'm not. I'm not convinced, but though the he who doesn't try will never succeed, or something like that. Is that a saying? Oh my god! I also just remembered. I got myself a um, dropout TV subscription yesterday because I spent all of last week binging all of the episodes that were available for free on YouTube, including like a bunch of compilations. And I just realized that like those kinds of game shows are like the perfect kind of, I don't know, it just like it's the perfect thing for my brain. Not all of the time, but especially just like you know you know how I like to decompress in the evening, especially like after a day where I'm just like been doing a lot of thinking. I don't want to have to. Want to have to find a new show to watch. Just like I don't know. Just shout out to Dropbud. Not that they need a shout out from me, but um, so I'm really looking forward to watching an episode or two of, I don't even know, maybe Make Some Noise or Game Changer. Probably Make Some Noise. And just pass out. Not pass out, but fall asleep. Either while watching or just hopefully very briefly afterwards. Also, I just sometimes sometimes I forget how so many things that I manage to do these days, including falling asleep, all of this used to be like like my life just used to be so, I was just gonna say sad, but I was just so miserable in so many ways, or like the only way. And it's not like that I was constantly miserable, but I just felt bad all of the time. There was always there was always something I felt intense shame about. Just like my entire existence was just feeling shame. And I know that I'm not special in that, which makes it like even sadder. But I don't know, like sometimes I just look at my life right now and I'm like, I love I love how boring. Like I don't it doesn't feel boring to me. It just feels a lot easier. And I'm not like life's not easy. Life's hard, like, and it's hard to like do hard things and stuff, but like I don't know, I'm here. And like and I'm I'm here in a way, like I'm here with me. I've got myself now. I got like I'm like I got you. And I'm not constantly, I don't know. Yeah. That's just I think if there's one thing that I would like my younger if there's one thing that I would like my younger self to know, it's that like there's a way to exist in a world as you that actually feels, I don't know, not like I constantly have to apologize for my entire existence. I don't know. Like I don't know what I'm trying to say. I think I'm trying to make some sort of profound point, or I'm not even. I don't think I'm trying to. I think it's just what this is. But as we have established, I'm using all of my words, all of my brain energy, brain juice to make words during the day to write a thesis that at this point, oh no, I'm not gonna think about it. I'm not gonna think, you know what? I'm not gonna think about the fact that today I reached a number of characters that is technically a cause for celebration, because it means that I could just be done very quickly or very, very soon. But also, there's so much more I want to say, and like so much that I haven't said yet, and now I have to make decisions about like what things I can't say, and okay, this this is how far I got. Um, so I'm not done yet with rolling the situation, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna finish. I'm like just a teensy bit um, paranoid about this, because never mind. Never mind. This is CBD. If anyone is wondering, this is CBD cannabis. Not that anyone's asking or even watching, because why would you? I'm literally using this as my diary, which is one of the ways that I like to use whatever this is. Did it. I did it. Kind of. Always the licking, kind of, I don't know. Okay, friends. 30 minutes. Okay. Good job, everybody. Okay. Sleep tight or have a nice meal the rest of your day. Love you lots, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.